check this out. Here I have a rectangle. The area of a rectangle is length times width. However, a rectangle is a parallelogram, and the formula for area of a parallelogram is base times height. So normally I would say this is my length and this is my width. Instead of calling it that, I'm going to say this is my base and this is my height. The height is the perpendicular distance from the base to the other side. So there, the perpendicular distance from the base to the other side. That's the same thing as length times width. The reason that we use base times height for other parallelograms and not for rectangle, I have no idea why. Because look what's going to happen. If I take this rectangle and I cut it like this. Here, the area is still the same. It's still going to be based in height. If I go like this, yeah, now it's in two separate pieces, but it's still the same. If I put it together, still the same area. So if I put it together a different way, it should still have the same area. And it does, because it's always the base times the height. The base portion here moved over to this side. Height still remains the same. It's the perpendicular distance from the base to the other side. So area of a parallelogram is base times height. Good.
All right, let's try some sample problems. Here you want to find the perimeter and the area of the parallelogram. Remember, the perimeter is distance around the outside. A lot of times you're going to get problems with a lot of numbers like this, and you have to know what to use for the formula, and that's probably going to be the hardest part of all these. Remember that for the area, oops, I need my pen, the area is equal to the base times the height. The height is given away by that perpendicular box right here. Okay, this is telling you that, hey, I'm dealing with the height there. So whatever that box is connecting with is the base. So I have 9 times 5. The area then is 45 millimeters squared. The perimeter is the distance around the outside, so I have 7 plus 7 plus 9 plus 9 is equal to 32 millimeters. Okay, now the next one. Don't let the decimals be a big deal. They shouldn't be confusing. The area here, again, look for that little box. I have 13 times 10. Area is 130 centimeters squared. All right, for the perimeter of this one, I have 13 plus 12.3 plus 13 plus 12.3. That's going all the way around. The perimeter is 50.6 centimeters. To the next one. That looks bad because it's fractions. Remember that you could change fractions to decimals, though. So instead of 6.5, write 6.5. This one, 3/10. Hopefully you know this is 3/10. If you didn't, you could do 3 divided by 10 in your calculator and find out. So for the area, I'm going to have 6.5 times 2.3, which is 2 3/10. This is 14.95 inches squared. Okay, and then the perimeter is the 3 plus 6.5 plus 3 plus 6.5. This is equal to 19 inches. The main thing you want to pay attention to is what part is the base, what part is the height, and then also what are your units, because we're doing two different things here. So perimeter is just the unit, and the area is the unit squared. All right. Next. A treadmill's belt is in the shape of a parallelogram before its ends are joined to form a loop. The belt's area is 2,052 square inches. The belt's width, which is the height of the parallelogram, is 18 inches. Find the length of the belt, which is the base of the parallelogram. Okay, remember that area is equal to base times height. They're giving us the area, so 2,052 is equal to the base, and they said that the height was 18. Simple enough. You divide by 18 on both sides to solve for b. b then is equal to 140. 114. So the belt is 114 inches long. And you will have problems like this where you have to solve. You just substitute what you have and then solve for what you don't.